Boys Club.
Is it called Boys Club because my apartment looks like a boy lives in it?
I wouldn't say a boy lives in it. I would say a boy is kidnapped somewhere in here.
Boys Club.
We're everything. We're true crime. We're World Star Hip Hop.
We're World Star Hip Hop. We're Netflix reviews.
Stories of the day.
Boys Club.
Listen.
Yeah, do it. We're on iTunes. We're on Spotify. I think. No, we're not. And on Google Play. Nobody gives a shit.
Boys Club.
Boys Club Podcast. Now with 90% more sound clips of black people.
Boys Club.
Touch me, and I'll sue.
Here at Intoxicated Reviews, we intellectually dissect the art of cinema, scene by scene. Here's some clips.
All he is, it's just a fucking big wooden doll full of cum, chasing kids around.
You look up guys who poop in a bag. Because I think that's where you'll find him. Because he is hurt.
It's probably just in your search history anyway, isn't it?
This movie fucking blows.
So don't forget to subscribe to Intoxicated Reviews on all places you find podcasts. Except Spotify. We're working on it.
Hi there, this is T. Johnny with Quirky and or Queer, a podcast about otherness. Join me as I interview people in the community. I talk to musicians, community workers, artists, comedians, and even my mother about otherness. How does it shape their careers, their romantic pursuits, creative projects, and shape their overall worldview? There are lots of laughs, plenty of tender moments, and some deep conversations. Find Quirky and or Queer on your favorite podcast app.
Do not take product if you are hypersensitive.
Welcome, everybody. We're here on the Intoxicated Podcast. Oh my gosh, and already dinging the bell.
What does the bell mean?
Well, actually, it's kind of like a yes bell, or like an I agree bell, or a, like when you really agree with the point.
Yeah. No, I like rap battles. We do air horns.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The air horn.
I said we, like I battle. I watch it a lot.
So we are here. I'm so friggin' stoked to have you on.
You should be.
Because I wanted, well, I saw you a while ago.
Okay.
Last time you were in Halifax, I think I saw your stand-up at
November?
Yeah, it would have been around then. And I was like, this guy's so fucking funny. Of course, you're not in Halifax, so I missed my chance. And then this time I was like, I'm going to get him. And
you almost missed the chance again.
I almost missed the chance again. It almost didn't happen. But that's okay, because we are here with Sunee Dhaliwal.
Thank you.
Did I say that right?
You
Dhaliwal?
said Dhaliwal is...
Dhaliwal.
Yeah, like Dolly and then Wall.
Dhaliwal. That's easy.
Very easy.
I love it. It sounds cool, too. So welcome
Thank
to
you.
the
Thanks
podcast.
for having me.
I am so stoked that we finally got you on. So you are from Vancouver?
Yes.
Yes, I got that right.
Yeah.
And how long, like, have you lived there, like, all your life? Or?
Yeah, born in Vancouver, grew up in Abbotsford, which is an hour east. It's like Truro for here.
Oh, okay.
And then moved to Vancouver to do stand-up, and yeah, so basically my entire life.
Very nice. So BC boy.
Yes.
And
yes.
so you do
That's
comedy.
the green.
And the yellow. So funny, because when we were originally going to record, I was like, don't wear green.
And I was like, yeah, I don't have like green shirts. And then I just it's a beautiful day outside.
I haven't seen it yet. I've been in this fucking, like, I have the light blocked out with my green screen.
Right.
I literally, like, there's some days that I don't leave here, and I'm like, I have no idea what the
it's
outside
like.
world is like. It does look gorgeous out, and it's finally not fucking rainy and cold, which is what it's been for the past little bit.
So I could, like, pull this out.
Yeah.
Like a little tiny windbreaker is great.
Yeah, it looks great.
And then I was like, oh, right, we're filming this. I thought it was just a recording. We're filming this.
Sunee doesn't mind blending into the tropics.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Makes my jacket look a little jiggy.
I have a tropical background, and you're just one with the ocean.
I love it. Old school Seattle Supersonics. Like, this is just...
There you go.
Because they disappeared.
Oh, who are they? I don't know sports.
They're a basketball team, and they moved to Oklahoma City. So they got rid of their franchise, just like the Vancouver Grizzlies.
Oh, okay.
Moved to Memphis.
Nice. So you're obviously big into sports.
Yeah, basketball and football.
Do you play?
Yes.
Ooh, that's fun.
Oh, the best.
Well, I mean, I don't play or watch them, but it seems like it would be fun.
Yeah, if you like it, it's great. If you don't, you're probably not gonna have a good time.
Yeah. Have you ever had any bad injuries from sports? Like gotten hurt really bad or anything?
You know what? I have not.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Now we've jinxed it.
No sports injury. Oh well, I mean, like there's dislocated fingers here and there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like my
hurt.
pinky was like a Z. It was up here, but like I don't consider that like a tear. You know, like an ACL, MCL. Mm-hmm. You know, my friends have had that, or you know, like a blown Achilles or something like that. You know,
right. I always hear about an ACL tear. And it sounds very scary. I don't really know what it involves or where that even is on your body.
Yeah, it's
your leg.
Knee.
That sucks.
Oh man,
that's gotta suck.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. Well,
here's to no injuries.
Here's to no injuries, and fucking Jesus Christ. So, but you've been here in Halifax, for a bit, and you headlined Yuck Yucks. How was Yuck Yucks?
It was great.
Yeah,
it was fantastic. It's always great. I like Halifax a lot.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
we like you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I like the comedy crowds of how smart they are.
Yeah.
It's a big like comedy community because of the comedy festival.
It is a big community.
And,
there's lots of rooms.
Yeah, this hour has 22 minutes, but just like the comedy culture, you know, it's they get it. They get it. And they're very progressive here.
Yeah. I was going to say, how does it compare? Like, I mean, I've talked to like comics like Scott Belford, who tours all around Canada. How does it compare to other areas of Canada?
Shout out to Scott.
Scott.
It's, you know what? This is my favorite city to perform in Canada.
Really?
Yes. So, it does really well for the rest in the rest of Canada.
That's good.
I like here. I like Victoria. Calgary. Just anywhere where people get the jokes for what they're intended for.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, like there's times where you'll do like a rural northern town, and they're laughing, but they're laughing at the wrong reasons.
Right.
And it kind of makes it makes me feel uneasy.
Yeah, that's.
Then I go back. I'm like, man, like, do I really want to say this? You know, like, the joke is not what they're laughing at.
They're laughing at something. They didn't quite get it.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, yeah. They think they got it.
They think
right.
They got
They're like, oh man, yeah. Women are stupid. I'm like, that's not the joke.
Do you call them out?
No. I mean, no, because like the last thing you want to do is there's times where I see this, especially in like younger comics.
Yeah.
The reds. That means I'm peaking.
The red means it's a little too loud, but it's not too bad. I'll turn this down a bit more, but
maybe I'll go back away from the mic.
It can be. Oh no, it's actually perfect. Okay. Actually, this is perfect if we can keep them at. I can edit them to make them less peaky, but
cool.
Yeah,
I got it. Sorry for yelling, everybody.
Oh no, he's a professional. He saw something and he was like, "Oh, maybe I'm being too loud." That's good.
Yeah, I don't like when new comics do this, where they kind of make the audience feel uneasy for reacting. And I'm like, yo, you want them to react. You want them to clap. You want them to laugh. So when you go like, oh, I can't believe you laughed at that or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want, because it'll make my job harder. But I do get self-conscious afterwards and try to reassess my entire bulk of my material.
Right.
Because it's not what you mean, it's what you convey.
Yeah, that's very, very,
so
very
to
true.
Convey to 200 strangers a night that you don't know, that don't know you,
right,
it's very difficult.
Yeah.
You know, to be like, all right, you know when someone tells you a story and you're like, oh, you had to be there?
Yeah.
It's just that all that means is you didn't set it up right. You know, you have to put them there.
Exactly.
Yeah. When you tell a story and then it's like, oh, like that was supposed to be funny, it's like you gotta get all the surroundings, you gotta paint that picture.
I love storytelling and comedy. I think it's like one of my favorites.
Game of Thrones shit.
Yeah, Game of Thrones type of shit.
Yeah.
And you've been doing it, because I did a little research last night on you. You've been doing this for how long? Like over 10 years? Am I right in saying that?
April 24th was year number 12.
Whole 12 years. And you are how old?
32.
You were the same age as me. Been doing this thing since you were 20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
hey, look at that.
Goodness.
Quick math.
Quick
math.
Even though I sucked at math in high school, I still know how to do it. That's unreal. Good for you. So what was the pull to do it? Like, what made you start?
So I love comedy. I've always liked comedy. And so people were like, Sunee, you should be a comedian. I was going to school and taking law. I wanted to be a lawyer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Criminal justice, degree is paying off. I'm joking. Never got my degree. Dropped out. So I was working at Staples, not to brag, part-time. And my manager, she goes, Sunee, you should do stand-up. I'm like, hey, people have been telling me this my entire life.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. So she emails the comedy club in Vancouver as me. She goes,
No
hi.
way.
Yeah, she goes, hi, I'm Sunee Dhaliwal. I would like to do stand-up. And they email back and they go, they give me the date. I come into work and she goes, it's Sunny, April 24th. You're doing stand-up and we're all coming. And so I did it. I did well. They had me back. Did it again. They had me back again. And then I kept doing it so frequently I had to quit Staples.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Started from the bottom, everybody.
Now he's here.
Yes. Even lower, I think.
But okay, so your first set, was it just 5 minutes?
You get 5 minutes, which to me is an eternity at the time, right?
At the time.
When someone says 5 minutes, I'm like, oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. How am I going to write 5 minutes?
But it's shocking how fast, I guess if we're just talking like this, it's shocking how fast 5 minutes goes by.
Right.
But when you're actually in a performative mode where you're you have things you have to say, it would probably be so long.
Yeah, public speaking is a course in school,
Yeah.
right? And then in elementary school, I remember you have to go from 2:30 to 3, and then in high school you had to go to 5 to 8, and I was like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Holy shit.
That's
Then you had jokes that you were just ready to do?
So I took it very seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, because this was my dream. I have 3 dreams.
Ooh.
Want to be a rapper.
Uh-huh.
Can't rap. Right? Love it. Can't rap. Want to be in the NBA? Turns out you have to be really good at that.
You can do it, but yeah.
Yeah, everybody says yo, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. Yo, my mind was to it.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
I wish we'd stop telling people that.
Yeah, you have to be really better. You have to be tall. You have to be black. These things I'm not.
Yeah.
For rapper and so, and then comedian, right? Actor, comedian. That's what I want to be. And so if I failed at this, then I just work at Staples. That's my life.
Interesting.
So I went to the comedy club the week prior to my debut set, just so I could envision the stage, just so I could see where the light is, just so I knew when I was, when I wrote my jokes at home, when I was reciting them, I could picture myself on
Visualize
that stage.
that. Yeah.
And then I wrote down all the jokes I ever have had.
Yeah.
And now to this day, I don't know how to write a joke, but it's the best way I can describe it is when you tell a story, just put the funniest part at the end.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I did that, and I thought I had 7 minutes, and turns out I had 22. Oh my God. So.
Well, do you time? This is what I always wonder about comedians. Do you guys? Okay, because if you're doing a presentation or something, you'll practice at home and time yourself. Do comedians do that?
I did that before the first time.
Okay, you went home and you did the set alone in your room and time.
Yeah, and I paused where I thought they were gonna laugh.
Right.
And I thought I gave it enough time.
Yeah.
But not even halfway through the 7 minutes I thought I had, I get the light. I've been on there for 4 minutes, and I'm like, oh no.
You gotta pick something to close with.
Luckily, no matter where I was in the set, I had a closer that I could just put in.
Oh, that's
like
amazing.
A one-line boom.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
awesome.
I can finish my own thing, and then because the place I was at, they were very strict with their time limit, especially for amateurs. It's a big rule, respect the light. Obviously, I don't know this. I'm thinking in my head, they give you 5 minutes. I have 7.
Five is a warning point, and then
or just what's 2 minutes, right?
Right.
Let me do 2. But then no, you can't do that. So the door guy said, we let you at 4. We let you again at 5. 5:01, we cut your mic. I was like, ooh.
they cut the sound off. It's
Right,
like
yeah.
the Oscars.
Yeah.
It's like you're doing an Oscar speech and the music starts playing.
Yeah. So
Holy shit.
So that scared me, but it scared me enough in a good way to like have this floater closer. That's just one line. Finish my joke. Boom. It's actually online. My first set.
I think I saw it. Was it the Yuck Yucks?
Yeah.
So your first set was at Yuck Yucks.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And
which is now the Comedy Mix, which now, oddly enough, I mean, they did their weekend. They did this weekend, but April 24th, the day I started 12 years ago, they're closing down because they're turning that it's in the basement of a hotel.
Yeah.
But they're turning it into condos.
Oh, of course they are.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Turning it into condos. And so April 24th, that just passed, was their last show. And then obviously they wrapped it up with the weekend. But their last show, like their big send-off was April 24th. So I was here, so I posted it. But I'm like, that's amazing.
That is crazy. So your first set, the anniversary of your first set, and then they're closing their doors on the same date.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Wild.
That is
stuff.
that I love when shit like that happens in life.
Yeah.
Where like dates line up and stuff like that.
How many listeners do you have on this podcast?
We have we're getting I just hit a milestone. Last month I got 1,200 downloads. So that would be divide that by how many weeks in a month?
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12. That's good.
Yeah,
That's 300. Like good to get in a month. But
just 3.
That's just 3. But it's okay. Cool. Then we could do this. I'm drinking Blue Lobster. You know, if it was like 18 listeners, I'd be like, oh, then we don't have to do this. But we could probably get sponsorship. Listen,
Ooh.
Blue Lobster, reach out, okay, to Sad Girl. We're trying to get this. This could be the official drink. Hit us up.
Of the Sad Girl Studios, Blue Lobster.
This is it.
Blue, Sad Girls feel blue.
Boom. Right, she's in Halifax. Loster. Loster is big over here. This could be it.
Oh, I'd love a sponsor.
That's what I'm.
I've reached out before, and unfortunately, like they're just like, I always
sponsors.
I always reach out too late. I do monthly comedy live streams. Now, this is an insane thing that I do. If you were in the city for this, you would 100% be invited. I invite a shit ton of comedians, invite them in this living room. I have another camera set up there, and Big Brother style, we just have a party, and we stream it live on the internet. I'm an insane person.
No, that's dope. I want to do. I want to do that.
It's the first Saturday of every month is what I've committed to, but I'm also flexible around that.
As comics. I'm sure if there are comics listening to this, as comics, we think our lives are the funniest things in the world.
I know you guys do.
So
that's why I started getting you as podcast guests.
Yeah. So for like, if it was just like, oh man, I wish like there was a camera crew following me because this was a hilarious moment.
Yeah.
But you just basically take that concept.
It's crazy. I didn't think people would want to do this. And I've done 2 other live streams for the podcast, live stream marathons. The first one was 12 hours. And the second one was 15 hours. So I did I did a 15-hour live stream just because I'm crazy.
Yeah.
And then
15 hours is too much.
After that, I realized I was like, I love streaming. I fell in love with it. I don't know what it is about it. It's really cool engagement, like being able to like talk to people like real time. And then like the comedians came and loved it. And I was like, well, do we want to do this like every month and like have a party and like just get a bunch of booze and hang out and like shoot the shit and play games?
That's why people want to do it. Is because you offer booze.
That's true.
And that's the whole theme of the show.
It's not always free.
Blue Lobster. Hit us up.
I just need to hire you. You're better than the host. Yeah. You should just be the host.
I'm just your hype man. Also, I want to give a shout out to my boy Sachin. He's on Yelling Degenerates podcast. I left my tablet and my charger at his house, and he's shipping it to me to my next place.
When you said that to me, it hit me really hard because when I lose a charger or if I know my phone will not be easily charged, it gives me a panic attack. I don't know about you, but you have an Android, so your battery lasts a lot longer than this piece of shit. You got one. Yeah. You went and bought one. Of course.
But, the tablet, like this dude sending it to me, like what a good guy. Awesome. What a good guy. And that's what I was texting him. Because I had to switch addresses. I'm like, send it to Halifax. And then I'm like, oh shoot, I'm about to leave soon. Send it to Edmonton. And
because mail takes time.
He's going with the flow. Yeah, I think he's gonna overnight it.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Great
really
guy.
nice.
Great guy. That's why. Shout out Sachin.
Shout out.
Shout
What was
out
the
to you.
podcast again?
Yelling Degenerates.
That's amazing.
It's on YouTube.
Oh, I love
used
that.
to be a co-host, but then touring got too crazy. But I still when I go back to Toronto, I still sit in.
Oh, that's bitchin'. Shout out. I'll look them up.
Yeah, they're great.
Future Sarah listening to this back. Look them up now.
Boom.
In case you forgot. I always,
Also, Blue Lobster,
Blue Lobster.
hit Yelling Degenerates up as well. I think only 2 of the 5 drink. But if I'm there, I'll drink that.
So what is your, so one thing I like to ask all guests, because this is a podcast where we drink or typically drink. Actually, I've sober people on quite a bit, and it's nice sometimes to take a break, to be honest, but it's mostly drinking.
You know what's so funny today? I was talking to my friend Katrina.
Yeah.
Shout out to Katrina. And I was like, I just text her OOF, right? Oof.
Oof.
And then she goes, "You feeling rough today?" I'm like, "Yeah." Last night I went out with my boy Tax. Shout out to Tax. This is a shout out. This is a shout out podcast.
Shout out.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple of days off." She goes, "Yeah, I think you should." And I'm like, "For sure."
Yeah.
And then you message me, and I'm like, "Oh, right, the podcast." So I was like, "Yeah. What time is this? Cool." And then I texted her. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm drinking today." Definitely drinking today.
I like pre-gaming people. It's kind of one of my favorite things to do. So I love suggesting come on the podcast before you go out because I'll pre-game you.
I wasn't even gonna go do the show, but now I'm gonna do Sniggly Wigglies.
That's awesome.
Sunday Sillies.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Shout out to Robbie Vino. Shout out to Dan Hendrick.
Yeah. Both
Sunday
of them.
Sillies.
Both them boys. I gotta get Robbie on this podcast, but I've had Dan on.
Dan's the best.
Yeah.
Dan's a gem.
Me and Dan did a live first date on the 12-hour live stream.
Oh, word?
Yeah. The first time we ever met was live on the internet.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like,
Yeah.
I thought it was like, all right, let's actually do a date. Like, how would you date?
I mean, I guess it was a podcast date, so I guess
Right.
it doesn't really count. But it was a first date. We had a bunch of people here, and they all left, and it was just us streaming.
That's great.
That's how me and Dan met. It's really funny.
I just keep thinking, is there something on my lips?
I don't think so.
Because it seems like it's too red. The people watching here, I'm not wearing it.
It could be the monitor too. I feel like the coloring on my monitor is different than other monitors. So.
Okay. Well, you know what? It looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like I have lipstick on, it's great.
It's a pretty decent webcam, eh? Pretty high quality shit.
Isn't it? Is this HD?
This is 1080p.
Hey.
30 frames a second.
People that make webcams.
Logitech.
Okay, I wasn't gonna say the brand name, but Logitech. If you're listening, you could be a sponsor on this podcast. Shout out to Logitech. But hey, other webcam brands, I don't even know what they would be. But hey, man, you sponsor us, we'll take this Logitech thing out, we'll throw it away.
Yeah.
You could be here.
Yeah.
This could be you.
Yeah. We'll fill every corner of the studio with
$1,200 a month, listeners. Think about it.
It's really not a lot in podcast world, but for me, who's a nobody, and start this thing
Is it $1,200?
Last month was $1,200.
So it's $1,200.
Yeah.
All right. You know how many people came to my show? Not $1,200.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. Whenever I think about stats, I'm like, this isn't a lot in podcast world, but I wouldn't want to buy them lunch.
Exactly.
So whenever I think about numbers and what makes a good number,
I would like to have $1,200 right now.
Right. That's just about it.
Who doesn't? You know who doesn't want to have $1,200? A very wealthy man.
Fuck. I got $1,200 for my tax return, and then it disappeared because I put it to credit cards.
That's why I never. Right away.
It was gone.
I'm gonna get this money. I just got paid for the show for this weekend.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's gone.
It's gone already.
100%.
Yeah.
That's why I always thought it was weird. The TV show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
Just a question.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to be a millionaire? Besides billionaires.
For real. And then I hate these people who are like, oh, but with taxes, it'll be less than $1 million. I was like, I'll still take that.
Okay. Here we go. Check this out. All right.
Yes.
One time, the Powerball went to over $1 billion.
Shit.
Okay, in the States.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went down to the States and bought some tickets. Right? Of course.
You went specifically to buy tickets?
Yes. In Abbotsford, we live right by the border.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So it's just a jaunt.
Oh, yeah.
That's bitchin'.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's closer from my house to the States than it was from the hotel to here.
Oh wow.
Right? Crazy.
Yeah.
I go do this, and my friend, we're all in a group chat. He also did the same thing, unbeknownst to me. He messages and goes, "Hey guys, if I win the lottery, I'm gonna give you each $1 million." And I said, shout out to Harry Dhaliwal. I said to him, I'm like, bro, I've known you for over 20 years. We've been best friends since the 2nd grade.
Yeah.
You better give me at least fucking $10 million. Are you serious? $1 million?
You were more.
1 million?
Yeah. It's the pie shouldn't have been equal. It should have been a little more to people who are more influential.
Yeah. Well, just I mean,
in your life.
No, sure, make it equal, but like just one. so I say this to everybody, right? All my friends, and my this one friend. I want no shout out, no name because
no shout out.
Yeah, because I'm a shit on her right now.
Oh
shit. She goes, but son, you don't actually expect him to give you $10 million. I'm like, 100%.
If he said he did, yeah.
$10 million.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You give me $10 million. You win over $1 billion. It's like it's over 1.5, but let's just say it's 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I'm like, what would you do with $1 billion?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like with this, if you won this lottery. She goes, I would take all my closest friends to like Mexico.
Where we are now.
Yeah, right here, tropical, this place.
Yeah.
She goes, obviously, all expenses paid. Then I was worried. I'm like, you won $1 billion, and you're gonna take me to a fucking weekend in a week in Cancun, like all inclusive. That's $1,200.
Yeah, that's
as many as listeners are here this month. Like that's ridiculous.
That's true.
Like I'm like, she goes. I'm like, listen, I don't think you know how much $1 billion is.
So much.
So it's 1.5 billion.
Yeah.
Let's say I have 30 close people in my life. I don't. 30 is way too much.
Well, how many do you think you have?
Not 30. Mm-hmm. But let's just say it's 30, which is a very generous number.
Yeah.
I give them all $10 million.
Yeah.
I still have $1.2 billion. And she says the tax thing.
Oh, God.
So I said, okay, cool. All right. They take half. $750 million. I give them 300. I still have $450 million.
I don't get these people who like instantly go there.
Golly, man.
Jesus
Learn
Christ.
math. We're math. This is a math podcast. Learn math.
What would you do? That's actually a good question. Now, what would you do if you won the lottery?
How much?
How much was that one again?
No, that one was ridiculous. That was like the biggest one ever.
Let's say $5 million.
$5 million. Great.
Mm-hmm. What would you do with it?
Great. Here's what I would do. I buy a place.
Apartment or a house?
I don't know. But let's just say $1 million is gone. $1 million is gone. Wherever I'm getting it, $1 million is gone.
Okay.
Then I would take $1 million. My entire family's set.
Nice. Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
not set, but like $100,000 to the nephew.
Yeah. College funds.
Yeah, 100 G's to my little sister.
Yeah, of course.
Mom.
Uh-huh.
Hey, man, you get whatever you want.
Yeah.
Cool, right? And then I just take the rest, put it in the bank. 7% interest annually in $3 million is, I think, $210,000. That's what I'm living off every year. I could do that.
Just not work.
I'm a comedian.
Would you stop
I live
comedy?
off ramen. No.
Yeah.
No, I would just audition all the time.
Yeah.
I would live the same life I'm living, but just be able at the end of the year to have $210,000 and ball out.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
Bro, I pay for dinner for all my friends. all the time, constantly.
It's just always on you.
Yeah, because
drinks and dinner.
Because $5 million is not that much.
No.
Right? Especially in Vancouver. Like if you think about it, like our housing market is crazy.
Yeah.
But if you just do it right, it'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
$1 million is fine.
Oh my gosh.
But give me 10. I want 10. Hey, Blue Light. I don't need a sponsorship, but just give me a couple. Yo, give me 10 mil.
Yeah.
Do you guys make 10 mil?
Probably not.
Okay, you want? I'm gonna look up. Okay.
Yeah, look it up.
You ask a question. Let's just keep this going. I'm just gonna look it up. Don't mind me, yo.
I always thought it would be cool to build a really fancy apartment complex and have all my friends live in it.
Oh, right. So that's what you do with 5.
I think so.
So just you spend the whole 5 on the
And so many years, whatever, how many number of years, it's like rent free, or maybe I just buy it, and it's just like a fancy mansion with like apartments.
Yeah, I think it's called a compound.
Yes, yeah.
And that's what Russell has.
Yeah.
Russell Peters.
Oh,
Shout out to Russell.
He has a compound.
He has a compound, but it's not an apartment. It's a house with different houses on the property. So
Right.
It's a compound.
I like that. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I like the idea of being close because I have friends who live down the hall, and it's amazing just being able to just like go party. Like
That's crazy that
go like
that's that's a testament to the fact that you're so selfless. You make $5 million and you're just like I
guess 5 million.
Well, I guess you get to live there, but like $5 million, you just make this apartment for your friends?
I'm a huge FOMO person, and I never want to miss out on anything. So having my friends close by means I would never miss out.
You know, I just learned what FOMO meant.
Do you know what JOMO means?
What's JOMO? Joy of missing out?
Yeah, the joy.
Oh man, so glad I wasn't there. I had huge JOMO after you told me that comedy show was trash.
Oh yeah, there it is. Nova Scotia Spirit Co.
Oh no, but I want the net worth.
Oh, I don't know if you can find that out.
That's what I put in.
I mean, like it's in Nova Scotia. It's in Nova Scotia, so
Just
they're doing well, but I don't know.
Business financial report. Let's go.
Oh shit! We're doing our research on our potential sponsors. Yeah. That's how professional we are.
No, you know what? I'm not gonna find this.
Yeah.
I need somebody else.
Intern.
We need an intern. If you're an intern, hit us up.
Oh God, do I ever need an intern?
And you get that bell.
I would
You're
like
in
a
charge of
tech
the bell.
intern and then a social media intern would be amazing.
Oh, that'd be the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want someone that just takes my social media.
Yeah, I actually might. Okay, might be an off mic thing, but I might be doing that soon.
Yeah,
I might be starting a comedy promotions.
I would love that. I just don't want to.
Company.
Listen, take the pictures, post it. I don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah, see, and I feel like most comedians don't, so I feel like I have a little bit of a market here.
I barely post, but at Sunny D Comedy on Instagram and Twitter.
I was going to ask you. Okay, that actually brings up an excellent point because you have what the kids would call a fire Instagram.
Yeah, my Instagram's dope, man. It's litty, dog.
It is, bitch, and you have a shit ton of followers.
I do a lot of shows. I say my Instagram after all the shows. Also,
so that's what it takes, comedians listening. Fucking plug your shit. Always be promoted.
Yeah, but also,
the
real reason.
Tell.
I changed my bio to OVO because I really like Drake.
I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, October's very own. He was born on October 24th.
Oh, okay.
And then I started posting shit like it's okay. I have like a lot of like OVO stuff, and so I bought a hat. I bought it for $45, and then I took a picture of it and said, "Thanks, Drake, for sending me this hat." And people are like, "Oh man, like."
Oh my God.
This dude's a part of his squad. And like, yo, my followers jumped like crazy.
What the heck?
People DMing me like, hey man, can you like get him to listen to my music? I'm like, yeah, as soon as I meet him.
Was this like, did hashtags, do you do hashtags on your posts?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, hashtags on my posts. And then I think just the fact that like, I do live like a really amazing life that a lot of people would be jealous of. You know, like you said, you're like, oh, I saw your Instagram. You're always out. I'm like, yeah.
It's fire.
Yeah. And so,
it's very high quality.
So I'm like, why not capture those moments and then throw them on there and fake it till you make it?
Oh my gosh.
I did meet Drake though. I think I put that in the universe.
You haven't met him yet?
No, I met him.
Oh, you did? What's he like?
Oh, it was like a 3-second.
Oh, okay.
He shook my hand.
Super quick.
Hands are fucking smooth. They're like clouds.
Oh, I bet that they are.
You know how long someone's been doing comedy? Is how smooth their hands are? Because we don't work. Like, feel my hands. Smooth as eggs.
They're really smooth.
Right? No manual labor over here. Drake, man, he's been on Degrassi since like the 10th grade. Mm-hmm. And then he hasn't worked ever. Yo, so smooth.
Wow.
Like pillows, dog.
Was it a nice handshake?
It was a dap. It was a dap. And it was, but I was like,
have you met a lot of celebrities?
your hands are smooth.
Or like people that you look up to?
Yeah. Celebrities to the comedy community for sure.
Yeah. Who's your favorite and who have you met? Like, who was your all-time? What was the moment that you met someone that you're like, holy shit, this is it?
I haven't had that yet.
Haven't had that yet? Who would you like to meet?
Jay-Z.
Oh, well, yeah. Everyone wants to meet Jay-Z.
Chris Rock.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah,
Chappelle would be dope. But I met Neil Brennan, his writing partner.
Oh, nice.
Darnell Rawlings and I did shows together. Who's also on the Chappelle show.
Nice.
Charlie Murphy and I did shows together. A show together. I shouldn't say shows. Tom Segura, me and him did a bunch of shows together. Tom Arnold and me. Steve-O and I are like cool.
What the fuck?
Which is dope.
He seems like a nice guy.
Rory Scovel and I are cool. Like I go over and visit him. I've been with his, at his house.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So like those guys.
And all of them have been nice people? Not disappointed by any of them?
Yeah.
Because I always worry about meeting celebrities because I'm like, you better be like not a dick.
Yeah.
Then it would ruin everything. Right?
I met Tony Rock, Chris Rock's brother.
Oh no.
He's very funny.
Nice.
He's very funny, and he's really real.
Oh my god.
He's exactly what you think a dude from Brooklyn would be.
Oh my gosh, Brooklyn dude.
Yeah, he's great.
Oh man. Yeah. No, I just always get nervous about that aspect. I don't want to be ruined by don't meet your heroes. You know?
That's what they say. Yeah.
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 But I would still like.
Oh, I want to meet Michael Jordan.
Ooh.
I heard that. No, that's who I want to meet.
Oh, that's okay.
But I heard that about him.
Oh yes.
Like, yo, you don't want to meet Michael. It's like, why? It's like he's a terrible person. But I'm like, I don't, man. Until I meet him.
So much depends on how you meet them and what kind of mood they're in. Because I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not a huge believer in first impressions. I think you should give everyone a second chance.
True.
Just in case they're not. You know,
it might be like
you never know what they've gone through that day. And
yeah, I mean, who dropped
Corey?
me? Corey.
Yeah.
Corey's a great guy. Him and I get along swimmingly because we have the same interests.
Yes.
However,
Did
Corey had to bounce.
Yeah.
He's not sitting in.
Yeah.
Or else he'd be looking the shit up. But Corey had to go through things. So like, let's say he's distracted, and I'd be like, oh, Corey's like, if we didn't have that great conversation,
rapport.
And that rapport, I'd be like, oh man, Corey's a piece of shit. But no, he has to do something. He had to leave.
That's exactly it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like he's dope.
Yeah. 100%.
He's wearing off-white Jordan 1s. He can't not be dope.
He's a dope person. He has an Intoxicated Reviews podcast, which is
he just told me about it.
Yeah.
He told me
shout
about
out
it.
to Intoxicated Reviews.
Shout out. Yeah, I like that. I like the concept so much.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm friends with Bryant Thompson.
Yes,
I'm such a big fan of his.
Bryant and Corey are going to do an episode of my show sometime where they talk about their childhood because they both grew up in Liverpool.
Yeah.
And they have some stories apparently.
Bryant.
Yeah, Bryant is awesome. Shout out to Brian Thompson.
Shout out. Bryant he's in Cuba right now. He's in Cuba with his girl. Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
Or else we would have been hanging out last night.
Yeah, he's such a sweetheart.
Bryant is one of the funniest dudes I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Just him.
Yeah.
No writing, nothing. Just say something like that's that guy.
Yeah. He doesn't need a stage.
Yeah. Him and I went to a Drake sponsored rap battle.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the
That's how we became friends.
Hang on. Seriously?
Yeah. That's how we became friends. Oh, and I snuck on stage. And I was like, Brian, let's go. It was me, Brian, Kyle Hickey, shout out to Kyle. And I started walking. And okay, so here's what happened. We bought VIP tickets, all three of us.
Yeah.
Brian, Kyle, and I, because it just seemed right. It was my first rap event. It was dope. It was a Blackout 5 on King of the Dot. Shout out to King of the Dot. Organic.
Shout out.
And hey, if y'all want to sponsor this. So it was my first
If
event.
any of these fall through, you're getting 10%. Or maybe even more.
No, just give me.
Because I owe you.
Just send these over. And then send over real lobster too.
Yes.
So we go there, and then I'm like, I want to, good seats.
Yeah.
I want these things. It's my first one. I like rap battling so much. I don't want to be, it to suck because of like I didn't pay enough.
Yeah. It's
so-
worth it to up the price to get closer sometimes. For sure.
It wasn't crazy. It was $75.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Right? Yeah. I mean, if you wanted an on-stage pass, it was $500. Oh,
shit.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm paying that. So we all pay $75, and we get this lanyard. Sorry, and it says VIP, and then the on-stage guys have the exact same laminate, but it says on stage access. But it's double-sided. Like, you can flip it, right? And then it just has whatever. So I look, and I'm like, I don't think the security is checking. I don't think they're checking. They just see someone with a necklace, you know? So I look at these guys. I'm like, guys, I say in the start of the next event, because there's a lot of entourages. There's a lot of people that have fans. So after every battle, they disperse, and then they rejoin on stage. And so sure enough, next battle, everybody gets off stage. And then they get back on stage for the next one. And I'm like, guys, let's go. And they're like, all right. And so we all head over there. And I get on stage and I turn around and they're not there. They're still at the seats.
Oh my God.
And I was like, what happened? And then I asked them later. I'm not like, we took like 2 steps and we're like, nah, we're going to get caught. And then went back. Well,
that would be me. I would be chicken.
Yeah.
But it's funny that you say that because I went to an Aqua concert here in Halifax.
I'm a Barbie girl?
I'm a Barbie girl.
Yeah.
They came and it was one of the best nights of my life. I wore a light up bodysuit. It was
How long ago was this?
This was like September.
Okay, yeah. No, then it's dope. That's nostalgia.
Yes.
I'll go to a Backstreet Boys concert.
Yeah.
DMX for sure. You know what I mean?
I've seen Backstreet Boys. They're amazing. Yeah, they're fucking dope. But like there was
Backstreet Boys. Shut up.
Come on the show.
Come on the podcast.
You can get drunk and spill tea. I went to an Aqua concert and I paid for front row. Like I was like 3rd row, like really good tickets. And then all of a sudden, all the people who were like up on like lower bowl started coming down and stood in front of where our seats were. So they were like even more front row than us. They just rushed the stage. I was so fucking pissed. I was like, I paid for these things. But at the same time, if I was the person in the lower bowl and if I had the chance to rush the stage, I would do it. So it was this weird moment of like, it depends on what side you're on. But like I paid like, I don't remember how much it was. I think it was around $75. Okay. Or it was like $80 to be at the front. Yeah, but I was like, these fuckers paid $40 and they're even closer than me.
Fuck.
But I get it. I get it at the same time. But I just didn't know you could do that. If I would have known you could do that, I wouldn't have got $75 tickets. So.
I remember almost getting front row tickets to Chris Rock. I watch him every single time he comes wherever I'm at. And this was in high school, though.
Oh, wow.
So before comedy. Excuse me. It was very gassy.
Blue Lobster.
Blue Lobster, everybody. And I skipped class. Mm-hmm. Me and my 2 friends. Harry, it was one of them.
Ooh, shout out to Harry.
Yeah, remember? The $1 billion guy, the 10 million.
Oh, nice.
So we skipped. I think it was English, Mr. Bergen's class. Sorry, Mr. Bergen. That's why I wasn't there. And 10th grade, dog. So we go, and this is back before cell phones and all that stuff. We had to go to the mall because they had a Ticketmaster. Mm-hmm. Right? That's the only way we could get tickets.
Oh, back in the day.
And we go there, and there's a dude in front of us. And I was like, oh, and an old lady. There's an old white lady, and she wanted Chris Rock tickets too. And I was like, oh, man, I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, it's Chris Rock. He's a comedian. I think you're confusing it with Christian Rock. She was like, no, this is what I want. I'm like, okay. This is because I want to be in the front. So the first dude got 4 tickets, front row. And then when she helped the other lady, she was like mid row. And then we were like, we're still like lower, but like it was a theater.
Front.
But like 20th row.
Right.
Which, you know, it was great. It was amazing. But yeah. I'm like, man, I can't believe it. Just from 3 people, it sold out that fast.
It's insane. Yeah. The older I get, well, there's 2 things with this. The older I get, the more I appreciate seats, like actually sitting down or like having a seat. Whereas like general admission, I used to be like a mosh pit chick. Like I used to love that stuff. But now I'm like, that's nerve-wracking.
Kanye in his latest concerts, and I think a lot of people are taking this approach, is the floor seats are general admission.
Yeah, and I like that. That should be the case. Because like I said, the Aqua concert, like I was third row, but people just stood in front. Lame, but I do think concerts, like depending on the show, like I was front row for a Katy Perry concert, and it was the best night of my life.
Yeah. Shout out to Katy Perry. Shout out.
If you ever see this, I love you so much. But I was also like really far back for like, I saw Taylor Swift on her 1989 tour.
No shout out to Taylor.
No.
Fuck you, Taylor.
Oh, you're not a fan of Taylor Swift?
Fuck you.
Oh.
You fucking liar.
Oh,
Sorry.
how is she? Oh, because you're. Oh. Let's get into this.
No, she's just a fucking liar. She's a piece of shit, and she's fooling everybody.
Are we talking about the Kanye thing?
Everything. Oh, I'm so nice and all this bullshit. She dates people and then shits on them because they did this. The other people don't say a word because it's not true. She's a fucking liar. I don't like liars.
We pinched a nerve on this
Pinched,
podcast.
just like a lobster.
Oh my
Blue lobster.
gosh. Sunny is not a fan of Taylor Swift.
Nah, man.
What about Gaga? What do you think of Gaga? I've seen her in concert too.
I like Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, Taylor Swift just came out with new music.
I just want you to be real. And that's the thing. I'm not saying anything about her music because that wouldn't be right because I don't listen to her music.
Right.
So how can I judge someone's music when I don't know it?
Right.
You like her music?
Yeah.
All for it.
Yeah.
I don't like the person.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be friends with her. I want to be friends with Katy Perry. I feel like her and I could jive.
Yeah, she tries to be funny all the time, which I really like.
Yeah. She's kind of goofy. She's kind of weird and goofy. And I like that.
Goofy.
I like that.
Also, I saw this backstage thing with her the moment. I think was it Russell Brand that broke up with her?
Oh, yes.
And she did the show?
Yes, it's from her Part of Me documentary.
Shout out to you, Katie.
It's one of the best scenes it's my favorite scene in the documentary because it's like she was bawling and then you literally see a switch flip in her brain where she's like, I need to go into performance mode. And she puts on a smile and goes up and performs. Mm-hmm. Isn't that insane?
Yeah. I mean, I've been there.
Oh, I was going to ask about that.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you ever had any? Let me get you another drink. You need another.
Shout out to Blue Lobster. All right. So just to recap, BSB, hit us up. Blue Lobster, sponsor us. Logitech or any other webcam company. We need the sponsorship.
I really want a sex toy sponsorship too because I just bought the sex toy to end all sex toys.
What is that?
It's called the Satisfier.
That's a bold fucking name.
Yeah.
I don't know who makes this, but yo, that's...
It's very different. That's what I will say. Very different.
Okay. Before we get into real topics, what about this is different, and what about it is
okay?
The end all be all?
So it's not a vibrator.
Okay.
It is clitoral suction.
Suction.
Which sounds crazy, but
wait. Am I supposed to be sucking on this?
What's that?
Am I supposed to be sucking on the clit?
Well,
because I've been doing it wrong the whole time.
But that's. But that's
never
the thing.
once sucked on it.
It's this thing that it's like a little hole, okay? Like a little hollow hole, and you put it on your clit. And it's what is called air pulse technology. So it's actually quite gentle, but you can like amp it up, obviously, if you want.
Right. You have a rock hard clit.
It is the most insane thing I've ever experienced in my entire... I'm 32 and have realized that I've only been feeling probably 20% of what I could feel. Sponsor.
Yo, it's like when people use 10% of their brain.
Yes, that's what it's like. But I literally
see that red mark right there? That's you getting excited for clitoral suction.
Well, the thing is, like when you've been single for so long and been like doing it yourself for so long, you just do it silently all the time. You just kind of rub one out, and you're like, that was nice. But this time, it was like I made noises. Like it was that level of good.
Also, I do it silently all the time because I lived in my parents' house for a long time. That's how I know how to work it.
That would be tough.
I'm a very silent sex person.
Yeah, even when the parents aren't nearby.
Oh yeah. In the hotel, like
yeah.
Yo, and and also I don't want you to make noise.
What?
Because it turns me on. I just come too fast.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I see what you mean.
In fact, if you make noise, I'm gonna make louder noise so I don't hear you. I drown you out. If you're like, even if you breathe, if you go, I'm like, we're having sex.
Oh, that's funny.
This is great.
That's hilarious.
Have you heard the new Jay-Z album?
So you like it too much when noises are being made. It's not that you don't like noises.
Yes.
Struggles. Sunny D struggles.
Sunny D problems. Is our first world problems? Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, I've been in that situation.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what was like the worst situation, life thing that has happened to you where you had to go and do a show?
I won't say it because I don't want to. But I'll just say this. At the time, biggest show of my life.
Oh my God.
I go into the washroom. I cry the entire time. And they're like, hey, and then they knock on the door. I go, hey, Sunny, you next. I'm like, they said you are next. Sunny, you're next. And I like, compose. I'm like, okay. And cry some more. And then compose myself. Go up, do the show, walk out of the venue, go to my hotel, and that was it.
And go back to crying.
Go back to crying.
So you did what Katy Perry did. You flipped a switch. There was
Yeah,
you went into performance mode.
Listen, I always smile. It doesn't matter. It's because my teeth are so big. I can't close my mouth really. So
you got a great smile.
Thank you.
You do.
Do you know that back in the day, high school and all that stuff, I was very ashamed of my smile.
Really?
I would always smile like this.
Aww.
Yeah, it was because my teeth are so big. And yeah.
Yeah,
and now,
I could understand at that time in your life.
Yeah, and now it's just like, yo.
Now it's like,
come on.
Yeah.
Look at this smile.
No, the ladies like a good smile.
Yeah, that's why
They
I don't know if you noticed, but every single time, I shouldn't give away my secrets. Never mind. Sorry.
What is this?
So yeah, I did a Katy Perry. So I go on stage, I smile all the time. Doesn't mean I'm happy. In fact, I was doing a GFL showcase a couple years back, and I was very open about my depression, off the top, just like off rip. And I'm showcasing, and I get on stage, and I smile, and everybody's like loving it, right? I haven't said a word yet. I'm like, I am super depressed.
Yeah.
And they all start laughing. I'm like, yeah, that's not helping. And then I just go into my jokes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's so great.
Well, yikes. Are you still depressed?
Oh, yeah.
I am too. So
Yeah,
ding
yeah.
ding. Shout out to depression.
Hey, Zoloft. I don't know what pills they are. Sponsor us, dog.
Therapists.
Yo.
Bump me up that wait list.
Psychiatrists.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Fists. Counselors.
I'm on a wait list right now for therapy because there's a huge issue in Halifax where there's not enough therapists to go around.
I got the best counselor, therapist, psychiatrist person. Even if you're not depressed, you should go see somebody.
You should go talk.
Talk to somebody. It's good.
It's fucking good.
Jay-Z said that. Jay-Z said that with Beyonce. Beyonce told him to go to couples therapy, even though they don't need, even though everything is good. This way they communicate.
Well, didn't he cheat on her?
Yep. He did. He
So
regrets
that
it.
might
I think it
help.
was like a threesome too.
Oh,
because he said it.
Shit.
He goes, "What's a menage a trois? What's a menage a trois when you have a soulmate?" Oof.
Ooh.
His album 444 is so great. So there's a song called 444, and the reason why it's called 444 is he woke up at 4:44 in the morning because he couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
With these thoughts running through his head.
Yeah.
About what he did to his love, right? The mother of his children, his wife, his partner.
Yeah.
And then he went downstairs and started recording. And then that's the song he made. And he has okay. First of all, this is insane.
I love this.
So he doesn't rap a couple of times, like in the album. Sometimes he just talks.
Yeah.
And he goes from rapping, and then he's still rhyming words, but he's literally just talking.
Right.
And he says it's because it's so personal, this album, that he wants to talk to the listener.
Ooh.
And I'm driving in my vehicle, and I'm listening to this, and there's a verse where he talks about how his children are going to grow up, and they're going to know that their father cheated on their mother, and how that's going to rip away this superhero
exterior
cape and exterior that my dad's the best and he's never fucked up, and how he's going to have to face it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of allergies in my car, so I'm tearing up, right? I'm crying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I never thought in my life that I was going to hear my favorite rapper and be crying, like, I'm looking at my stereo. I'm like, how could you, Jay? She fucking loved you, bro. Just the same guy that made Big Pimpin'. Me give my heart to a woman, not for nothing, never happened. I be forever mackin'. Same guy that made that said these things that got me to tear up because he made a mistake.
Well, you know what? I think cheating sucks. It's fucking shitty. But the fact that you own it, you learn from it, and you try to change is what matters. Or you try to get help, or, you know, whatever that may be.
Yeah, I think it goes by case by case.
Case by
basis.
case.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. I mean, if you're just like, if it was like a one-time thing.
Yeah, or just like what the situation is.
Yeah, what the situation is. Yeah, 100%. I say that because I'm just the other woman all the time, and I'm like, oh, that's forgivable.
There was a time where my friend got me out of cheating.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he was dope because I just had it. Like, it wasn't cheating.
Right.
But in my head, I'm like, oh, we're done. Like, I'm done with this person.
Yeah.
Ex of mine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm done with this person. I'm in another city. I'm in Calgary at the time. And I'm like, that's it.
You checked out.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Just, we had a fight. And I was like, nope, this is it. Like, I'm going to fly back. I'm going to say we're done. But at the time, I'm doing shows. I'm doing shows with Jim Belushi, actually.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it's nice on paper. Terrible if you really think about it. You know, Sunee Dhaliwal audience is not a Jim Belushi audience.
Oh, yeah.
So if they're coming to see Jim Belushi, they don't give a fuck about what I have to say. Hey, so I like Tupac. And everyone's like, yeah, for sure. But there were like some young people that were there. And so they're like, anyway, met some girl after the show. And I'm like, yep, this girl's into it. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And my friend saved it. And then I went home. Like, nothing happened, right? Obviously. I went home and we worked it out.
See, that's
But,
good.
like, if that happened, it would be unforgivable because I set out in my mind, no, I'm going to do this.
That's the tricky thing I would
It
imagine.
wasn't like, oh, shit, like, you know, one thing like, no, it was like, I'm doing this because I don't want to be with you. I've already made a decision. Damn. But luckily, do talk to them.
Well, I can imagine that touring as a like, you work at nighttime, and this is a straight up fact. Women love funny guys. So you're probably getting, like, do you get hit on a lot at shows?
Oh, you weren't there on Saturday.
What happened on Saturday?
Crazy.
Oh my God.
I haven't said a word. People were just going nuts.
What happened?
Oh, man. I'm getting heckled by people.
Yucks?
Yeah, they're saying like, you know, not nice things. If I were a woman, if I were anybody, I'm a person.
Yeah.
You know, take your shirt off.
Oh.
You're cute. Blah, blah,
okay.
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 I'm just like, shut up.
Yeah, this isn't a strip club.
Yeah,
this is
but
a comedy club.
It was the best show of the weekend.
It always is.
Yeah, I know.
Saturdays at Yuck Yucks is always the best.
But I'm like, I like to give it to these hecklers. So I had a really good time. Plus, my friend was in the audience and he likes when I rip on people. So I'm like, but I'm not gonna just rip on people because they're there.
Right.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
But if you say something stupid, I'm gonna call you out on it.
What age group were these women?
Out
of curiosity.
They ranged.
Yeah.
By the way, just so everybody knows, the most aggressive woman, had a husband.
Was there with her?
Yeah, and her husband came over to me and was like, "Hey, by the way, that was my wife. That was."
That's so funny.
Yelling these obscenities. I'm like, "Oh, you got a good lady there, buddy." Yeah. So it was great. I mean, it's fine.
Wow. I mean, because are you single? You're single now?
Yeah.
Does a part of you enjoy that? Sometimes?
No. I'm a serial relationship monogamous person.
Oh.
I like being in a relationship. So that's why touring is great. But in the past, what I would like to do was, so do the show, go and have a phone call, video, like Skype, whatever.
Yeah.
With the person I'm with.
Yeah.
And then say like touring gets to like 3 months or whatever, and I'm go to a cool place, Montreal, Halifax, Bali, Vietnam, wherever I'm doing shows. I would do the show, and then my significant other would fly over, and then we turn it into a vacation.
Yeah. Make a trip out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the road is pretty lonely. Like on tour.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, cause people think that the show you see is the show that you're touring with. When really it's not. The headliner goes in, and they are just met with the opener and the MC. Right. So it's like basically I'm alone.
Yeah. It's good to have that that constant. Whether that be a phone call or a FaceTime.
For sure. And
or texting through the day.
And for sure, like, could you imagine, like, even like, okay, forget a significant other. Could you imagine just being with like your friend that's also a comedian?
Yeah.
And just touring with them the whole time? It would be the best or the worst. I don't know.
Yeah.
You might get on each other's nerves, but it would be like that's why Brian and I are so close. It's because we did a couple of shows together on this tour, and it was so great, man. Like we got along so well.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, Brian's dope.
Are you a
shout out to Brian?
Shout out to Brian Thompson. Intoxicated Reviews with Corey West.
Where does he work now? Does he still work at the bar?
He is at, I believe, I don't know if I want to name it, but it's
well,
a restaurant.
Well, the only reason I wanted to say that, I wanted you to name the restaurant because I wanted them as a sponsor. We need you.
They make good brunch. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, with milkshakes.
Are you a going out guy? Or I think you are, based on your Instagram stories. I've seen a lot of going out picture videos on your Instagram.
Be more specific on what you mean by a going out.
Do you like going out to clubs, pubs, or staying in?
Oh, definitely mood dependent.
Oh, okay. What's your goddamn star sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Of course you are.
Yeah. Shout out to all the Virgos. Shout out to Nas. Shout out to Ludacris. Shout out to Beyonce. September 4th. I'm September 2nd. Shout out to Keanu Reeves. Shout out to Selma Hayek. Shout out to Dougie Fresh.
Do you believe in astrology? Do you think you're? Have you ever looked into it and like said, "Oh, I'm a Virgo"?
I don't know, man. I think it's very vague. I think it's very vague.
Yeah,
but it's true for how vague it is. You like to get up in the morning and go to sleep at night. I said, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yes, I do. Your lucky numbers are 3, 4, 6, 8. 27.
That's so funny. But I guess
that's actually a Chris Rock joke.
Is it?
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris Rock.
Yeah. But he does it with medication of the side effects.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like every night you see these like vague commercials. It's like do you get lonely? Like, of course I do.
Yeah.
It's like, you need Blaxapan or whatever it is. And he goes like, I saw this one commercial. It said, do you like to go to sleep at night and wake up in the morning? I'm like, oh my God, I have that. Chris Rock is dope, man. I know all this stuff.
Oh man. That's
Sorry,
fun.
You were asking about going out.
Oh yeah. Are you? But I guess are you an extrovert or an introvert, or are you both? Are you a chameleon? Both. Yeah. Both. It depends on your mood.
Yeah.
Whatever vibe you're in.
This time, I'm quiet. And then there's other times where I'm me.
But you've been going out to the Halifax bars while you're here.
I go out every night when I'm here, basically. I mean, this one's been weird because I've stayed in I think 3 out of the, night 8 now.
Okay, yes,
I've been here.
Yeah.
So that's wild for me.
What do you think of the Halifax bar scene?
I love your nightlife. It's one of the things I like about it. I like the people are the nicest here. The food is great. Your nightlife is good, and you're rich with culture and history. When someone asked me this question 3 years ago when I was doing an interview, they said, "What do you like about Halifax?" And I had been drinking, and I just said, "Argyle Street." And I'm like, "What's that?" I'm like, "That's a lot of bars there. Argyle Street."
The George Street of Halifax.
Yeah. For the people that don't know, George Street is this street and block basically in St. John's, Newfoundland, where all the bars are. So it's like your Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Shout out to New Orleans. Go Saints. Who dat nation? It's like King Street in Toronto. Granville Street in Vancouver.
It's the spot to be.
It's the spot.
Really.
17th Ave in Calgary. White Ave, Jasper Ave in Edmonton.
Holy, you've been everywhere.
Yeah, it doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
I mean, I want to stop.
Do you?
I want to stop. Please stop.
Are you getting tired?
Oh, I've been tired.
Oh.
I'm exhausted.
Oh.
Sucks, man.
But okay, question for you. So when you do these legs of touring, where you go all around, do you take a break after?
No, it doesn't stop. Yeah.
Not even a little break?
I'm in Edmonton next week. I'm in Calgary the week after that. I go home for Mother's Day, and then I'm gonna go to a show in Vancouver, then shows in Victoria, and then I go to London, Ontario, and then I go to Toronto to do shows, and then I go to New York to do shows. It
Constant.
doesn't stop. It's
Yeah.
my job.
But you're damn, obviously, you've been doing it for so long. You're damn fucking serious about it. Good for you.
I mean, I'm not that serious about it.
But you are in the sense that
I will stop tomorrow if I get this millions of dollars. Blue Lobster, what up, bro? I need you.
we should just reach out to the Atlantic Lottery, whatever the lottery commission.
Hey, listen.
Whatever it's
you
called.
give us money, we're gonna spend it and have the best time. And we're gonna talk about it. I want to tell people that we want it in the lottery.
And we will encourage people to gamble.
Yo, get the lottery. Look at our lives.
I just really don't. Do you buy lottery tickets? No. Yeah, me neither.
Just here and there.
Yeah, like I just don't. I think they're pretty pricey, from what I remember.
Yeah.
and I just don't want
I think it
to
goes-
risk it.
I think it goes by like how much you want to spend, but yeah, you can buy for $1.
I know some people that buy them consistently though, and they're just like
They have their numbers.
they're just hoping every
and one
week.
day it's gonna hit.
And I feel like those are the people that will
Okay.
never win.
Here we
They'll
go.
never win.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Story about my father.
Oh, let's do it.
You were raising some good stories.
I love this.
A lot of this is stuff I've never talked about. So, I'm at home, and before I'm a comedian, obviously, all this stuff. My dad comes home from 16 hours of work, right? Back-breaking labor, still dirty. Comes in, I'm just sitting on the couch, being a disappointment. I'm watching basketball, and he comes in, he goes, "Hey, put it on the news." Turn on the news. Lottery numbers are coming out.
Oh, okay.
Right? So we're watching it, and then I'm like, "Oh, do you have a ticket?" And he pulls it out.
Oh.
He looks at the screen, looks at me, and he goes, "If I win, I don't know who you are anymore." Right? That whole, if I win the lottery, I'm not going to change. No, he's like, "Yo, I'm out."
He's gonna just live it up.
He's like, "Me and you, we don't talk." Numbers hit. He looks at his ticket, looks at me, goes, "One more week," and walks away. Goes to shower. Oh, so good.
Into it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh man, I
What
lost."
was your childhood like growing up?
Great.
Yeah.
As far as I was concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you grow up in the city town area or more country or
Oh no, city.
City, yeah.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy is Abbotsford is very agricultural. Say it.
Agricultural.
There it is.
Agriculture. I'm shocked
No,
that
you
I
got
said
it.
it right.
You got it right. Shout out to
yes.
you. Agricultural. And it's also, there's 160,000 people there. There's gonna be 200 soon, and so it's a mix, right? You got our farmland, and you got the city. And so when I went to high school, a lot of my friends had farms, and a lot of my friends were in the city. So because we're dumb, we're in the 8th grade, we're 13, we switched it up like gangs. But not like gangs, we weren't rival with each other, but we were always competing. And it was farmers and city boys.
Oh, I love
We called
that.
each other city boys.
Oh.
Yeah, and we like raps,
Oh.
Oh yeah, black with a little bit of gold. Show you city boys how these farmers roll or whatever. And then we came back with, all white with a little bit of ice. Show you farmers that we city boys are nice. So dumb. But so dumb. I still remember it. I still remember it.
Oh my God.
We're
8th
13.
grade. Aw.
We're
Such an
so
age.
dumb. Yo, shout out to Marvin Brar. Shout out to Jazz Dhaliwal. Those are the two that made those raps up.
This is just a shout out.
Shout out.
The title should just be shout outs.
And none of my friends are going to watch this shit. 100%.
So you can talk as much shit as you want.
Facts. These are the people I had problems with in high school. All right, number one.
Well, I was going to ask about high school, because that's something I always wonder about, is because when I've seen you do stand-up, you are extremely comfortable up there. That's the word that I would use to describe your stand-up. You seem like you are in your zone. Like that's where you belong, you know? Like
Okay.
I truly feel
Thank you.
that.
Appreciate
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's really, really awesome. Were you always like what were you like in high school? Like paint me a picture for where this confidence came from, because there's a confidence there.
Just like this, skinnier though.
Oh, okay.
Skinnier, so that's why the teeth were more pronounced. Nose was huge.
Popular?
Yeah. Yeah, very popular. Captain of the basketball team.
Oh, were you really?
Oh yeah, a star of the school plays.
No way.
Oh, 'cause I was both.
So you were a jock and a drama kid?
I was a crazy drama kid.
What the heck?
Yeah, I love drama.
Oh, I regret not taking drama
Man,
in
drama
high
was
school.
dope.
Yeah,
Shout out to Miss Kemp.
I truly do.
Shout out to Mr. McCollum. Yeah, also so drama was in junior high. Well, we didn't have middle school at the time. That was junior high, and then high school was acting and theater. So that's why they switched teachers. But yeah, man, that's where I got my confidence, because I don't have stage fright. I don't have fear of people.
Interesting. No, you never get nervous?
Never. The only time I've been nervous was stand up. Sorry, just checking out my ride. Only time I've ever been nervous in stand up was the first time I did stand up. Right, it's a new thing. Like I get nervous when I'm about to karaoke if I'm not drunk.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a new thing. Like, but stand up, I know I have this.
You've done it for so long.
I have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
First time I did stand up, and the first time my parents watched me.
Ooh. Do they watch you a lot?
No.
No. Yeah. So high school. Okay, so you were in drama, and you just had a natural. Do you think the confidence came from doing acting and drama class?
Yeah.
The stage presence?
Yeah, because I don't know about stage presence, but yeah, probably stage presence too.
Because you definitely got that. You got.
Oh yeah, I have a gift wrapping, and Christmas I give out stage presents. That's Goods. Shout out to Goods the animal.
Oh my god.
Shout out to Goods the animal. Yeah, I think it's because of that. Because the plays were in front of hundreds and hundreds of people. You know, like 700 and sometimes thousands.
Yeah.
When we did it in these theaters.
That's insane.
So, third grade, we were doing, everybody, like all the kids were doing, elementary school, obviously.
Yeah.
We were doing a Christmas play.
Oh, yes.
And,
I love an awkward Christmas play.
Great. All the classes are doing it.
Yeah.
And I decide I'm going to wear oversized pants. Because our ending is this.
Oh, yes, okay.
I'm going to wear oversized pants. And when I do it, I'm going to pull my pants out. My belt buckle out. And my pants are going to drop.
I love
So I did that in front of everybody.
That's amazing. So, single guy, how long have you been single?
Oof.
I bet I've been single for longer.
No. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Because of, like I said.
Side Girl Studios.
No. Like I said, serial monogamous.
Yeah.
So last girl, 6 years. And I turned 29. And then after my birthday, so yeah, 3 years starting, because then we started talking January.
Oh, okay.
January.
Got it.
January.
Social media is weird. What do you think of social media?
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate
It's weird that you hate it, and yet you're so good at it.
I mean,
That's a weird
right,
thing.
but I hate it because what it does. So it causes a lot of this FOMO, anxiety, depression,
comparing yourself to other people's lives.
Yeah.
I don't have these fancy cars and
right.
Yeah.
Man, this person's eating again. It's crazy. Right? With all his food. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And then also, it gives a stage, a voice to a person, or to everybody. Mm-hmm. And some of you shouldn't have a voice.
Yeah.
You're dumb. Don't.
Yeah.
Man, you know how many times I've seen a status about are you guys anti-vax or pro-vax? I just want to see your opinion. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up and vaccinate your kids.
Yeah,
Are you dumb?
Yeah, me and Andrew Vaughn talked a lot about this on our episode about reading and social media comments and getting into comment wars with people.
Yeah. Is the Earth flat? Like this is all because of social media, man.
Yeah. Everyone has a platform right now.
You know, and then the same thing happens time and time again. They use the same argument. All right, science has been wrong before.
Yeah.
Science has been wrong, and then we thought we were the center of the universe.
Yeah.
We thought the Earth was flat, and then it's proven round.
Yeah.
And then this and this and this and this and this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but science has never gone back. Science has never been like, oh, you know what? We were right the first time.
Yeah.
They've never said that. Science isn't a fucking theory.
Yeah.
Just because they use theories in the thing, it means it's you know what? I don't want to talk about it.
Oh my God.
People that are listening to this, I'm more heated about this than Taylor Swift.
Are you guilty of scrolling though? Like just endless scrolling?
All the time.
Yeah, it's just.
I love memes.
It's just so easy.
Give me memes.
Are you a Redditor? Do you go on Reddit? Because that's a good place to go.
No, but my friend, shout out to Darshan, also part of the Yelling Degenerate podcast.
Ooh!
He is a big Redditor, so he gives me all the good stuff.
Yeah, I like that, and I like the app 9gag for memes.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm a big 9gagger. That sounds bad. Oh my God! I just realized.
Any people 9 inchers want to sponsor this podcast?
Yeah, or sponsor my vagina. You can do that too.
Or throat. Her throat.
Throat.
Because she gags.
There's no way we can even continue with that at that point.
What is in this?
Do you feel like they kick you in the ass a bit? They kind of do.
I haven't.
Is it just me?
Yeah, it's dope.
I think it's because it's like hard liquor and it's 6%.
6.9, right?
It says 6.
Just 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, 6.9. That was the Rockstar.
We were talking before the mics were rolling about drinking and how you're not into beer.
I hate beer.
What's your number one drink when you're looking to get drunk?
Ooh, looking to get drunk?
Yeah.
I guess tequila.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Just shots?
Yeah, I'll do shots.
Yeah. Shots.
Yeah, shots.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
That's a good. And what kind of drunk are you? You know how there's like various kinds of drunk? Emotional, fighty, angry.
I'm very happy. There's been a couple times where I've been angry, and people are like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this: I have a bunch of personalities.
Multiple personalities.
All right, so Sunee, normal Sunee,
Okay.
is very honest. I hate lying. That's why I hate liars.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Swift. I lie all the time. That's why I hate it. Like on stage.
Yeah.
Right? There's stories that I have, and I know exactly how they went, and I twist it to be funny.
Yes, of course.
So I'm lying every fucking day, and it gets tiresome.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you the truth. Buzz Sunee, the guy you see now, is the best Sunee in the world. Very charming, very personable,
Talkative.
compliments out the yin yang.
I mean, I have yet to have any. But
I love the studio.
you like the Sad Girl studio?
Sad Girl
The glitter on the walls.
It's great. It's very Gold Dust.
Yeah.
The wrestler.
It is. Yeah, Gold Dust would fit in here. Yeah, 100%.
Drunk Sunee,
Yeah.
I don't like.
Oh.
He's a liar, but always about positive things.
Oh, okay.
Yo, man, you're the most important person in my life. And I don't even have the guy's phone number.
Heartfelt.
Yeah, but just to appease the person, I'll go out of my way. Mm-hmm. And then sober Sunee has to call him up and tell him that, yo, bro, you're not the most important person in my life. Yo, you're not even in the top 100. Like, I'm sorry. My bad, bro.
Oh, man.
Drunk Sunee also doesn't care about sober Sunny's finances. Spends money like it's gonna rot.
So do you buy your friends drinks when you go out? Are you the type that's like, I'll get around?
Yeah.
We gotta go out after that.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's unnecessary.
Yeah.
And then Blackout Sunee, I've never met him, but I've heard stories, and I never want to meet this person.
Oh, I've never been blackout drunk.
He's a terrible person. I black out a lot.
Yeah.
I should stop drinking.
And you,
So heavy.
yeah, because when I messaged you, you said that you were boozing and losing.
Yeah, because you said,
Are you a drinker?
I was just trying to rhyme.
Oh.
Yeah. But I was, I was with Robbie.
Oh, nice.
I was with Robbie, and in fact, I showed him text.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were like, "Do you drink?" And I'm like, "I'm boozing and losing right now."
I don't know why I thought that you didn't drink. Was there a time that you weren't drinking?
Till I was 22.
Oh, okay.
It was the first time I ever took a sip of alcohol.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it turns out it's delicious.
Turns out it's
It's
on
delicious, especially
Blue
Lobster. Hopefully, our new sponsor.
New sponsor of the podcast. Well, maybe we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
But Sunee,
Yes.
where can people find you?
At Sunny D Comedy on Instagram and Twitter. At Sunny D Comedy. Sunny spelled the correct way, with like it's sunny outside. SUNNY D Comedy. I spelled my name SUNEE because that's my name.
Yeah.
But I did this. I did it at Sunny the right way because when I say it after shows, I don't want people to be like, not find me.
Is there a lot of jokes like being like, I'm gonna give you the Sunny D?
No, not one. And there's not gonna be one. It's a terrible joke.
It is terrible. I just had to ask.
Way to just fucking. Usually, your closer is like the high point.
I know. We're just rocking it. Like, we're just going into the ground at this
Right
point.
to the ground.
Where do you have any upcoming? Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have listeners across Canada.
Edmonton Yuck Yucks next
Edmonton
weekend.
Yuck Yucks.
I don't know when this is coming out.
This will
Calgary
be
Yuck Yucks.
Not this Friday, but next.
Yeah, Calgary Yuck Yucks. The weekend after that.
Mm-hmm.
Grand Villa Casino on May 19th. Doing a special show there. Hecklers in Victoria.
Oh.
One of my not one of my favorite place to perform at ever.
Ooh.
And that's the May 24th, 25th, whatever that weekend is. London, Ontario.
Nice.
June 1st and 2nd. Yeah, I guess that's about it.
Damn. But you'd probably post about your shows on your Instagram, right?
Yes, that's why you gotta follow me.
Follow him
on
It's
Instagram.
Fire. It's a fire emoji. Put a
It's
fire
litty.
emoji right
It's
here.
litty.
Right here.
Right here.
Fire emoji.
'Kay.
Yes.
Thank you for having me on.
Sunny,
I appreciate it.
I appreciate so much. I know you're so busy and you're visiting and you're doing shows and you're trying to be social, and I thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Hey, I appreciate it.
You're extremely talented, and everyone needs to follow Sunny and go see him live if you have the chance. You're great.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciate
great
it.
at what you do.
But when you come see me live, lower your expectations. Not as great as you said.
Ring the bell. That's what.